left, the woman was crying. There was a low undercurrent of men's voices. It took a moment before she realized they were praying. Hours later, or it seemed, they were allowed to stand up again. Gilda had her hand up to her neck. There was a red mark that ran around it as if the necklace had been torn from her. Faye's beaded headdress and her earrings were gone. Her dress was smudged and torn. Several men were bleeding from their noses, and Shamil had a dark bruise starting at his temple. But except for the quiet snuffling of the children, a man's persistent hacking cough, and Rachel's labored breathing, that means she could hardly breathe. You having a good time? Not listening?
Oh, you talking to me?
No, I was talking to him.
Huh, I'm just saying, are you talking to me? Did everybody stand to me?
No one made a sound. Now, the officer said, smiling down
What'd I
at them
do?
and showing his rotten teeth. Now, Jews, you are ready for resettlement. Resettlement, little did they know, meant death. Where are Tramel's
kill me?
voice called out, wherever we choose to send you, he answered, get up. They stood raggedly, and the soldiers herded them toward the two stationary boxcars. They went silently, almost willingly, eager to be as far from the officer and the soldiers' guns as they could. But Gilda had a whisper of protest as she started at
Sorry.
We can't.
Blum.
We can't all fit in there.
Where?
In the boxcars.
In the vagina.
God felt fiddle mumbo, squeezing Hannah's hand until her knuckles hurt. The older people were pushed into the boxcars first, then the women and the girls. Someone shoved Hannah from behind so hard, she scraped her knee climbing up. She could feel the blood flowing down and the sharp, gritty pain. But before...
Flowing down where?
Down her leg. But before she could bend over to look at it, someone else was behind her. Soon there were so many people crowded in, she couldn't move at all. It was worse than the worst subway jam she had ever been in, shopping with her aunt Eva in the city. She was caught between Gilda on one side and the rabbi on the other. There were two women behind her and the boards of the boxcar by her face. By bending her good knee just a little, she could see out a small rectangular space between the boards. Having a good time, Lisa? Having a good time talking to Desmond?
I was just
Being rude to me?
looking at the computer.
She'd just gotten a look when the car shifted, the door was shut and bolted from the outside. Well, what did a woman scream? My God, we'll suffocate. You can't have one person, yes. One person, I told them. But it's aware you can't breathe. You die when you can't breathe. Maybe that too. Okay, everyone began to scream then. Hannah whispered. The ones who were hammered on the fist. With their efforts. But it did no good. No one came to open the door. After a while, exhausted by all the screaming and the tears, they stopped. It was pretty dark inside the car with only small pieces of light where the boards did not quite fit together, and it was airless and hot. You get very sick when there's no air and it's hot in the room. And older people
Yo.
die very quickly. They're dehydrated. They don't have any
Stuff like that.
water. One of the two women
No, it's
directly
not. This is the
behind
top.
Hannah,
That's the
Hannah
bottom.
smelled of garlic. Somewhere a child cried out that she had to go to the bathroom. A little while later, a smell announced that she had. How long? Someone called out. The rabbi's voice replied calmly, "We are in God's hands now." God's hands are very hot and sweaty, Gilbert said. I think it's time to wrap this up and to take home your vocabulary and finish it.
This is a fun series. I'm at. And I love Lisa more than anybody, so fuck you.
Yeah, hold on. Shoot, we
Black
have
hands.
we have to get a pizza.
Can I do it?
Yes, so bring in the sheets.
Hey, you still want that massage? You still want that massage?
Not for me, darling.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Because I'm very well with my hands.
I think you should practice.
Okay, my video's over. All right, that's good.